Welcome back. Having finished everything on my schedule, I'm back in my room. The sun's already setting. The 4th day is over. Oh. That's very loud. I think it's time for a nice shower and some good sleep today. That is the dream. I need to take care of myself physically and mentally to the best of my abilities. Oh my volume's very loud. 1 second. I think about everything as the hot water rushes down my skin. If I'm to leave this place as soon as the 9th day starts, okay, so we're about halfway through then, I guess? Then I have only 4 days left, actually. I think it's time to go through the evidence I've collected so far and find someone who sticks out. I'm well ahead of you, I already did that. Which one of you's real? I mumble to myself under the shower. After the refreshing shower, I wrap myself in my blanket. I need a break. I'm talking both body and mind. I close my eyes. I'll think about it all more tomorrow. Okay. Weird, but okay. Ooh. My volume's still very loud. All right, 4 days till the selection. Monday, October 29th. The sound of my phone vibrating wakes me up. It's 6:04 a.m. I don't get up immediately and instead opt to stare at the ceiling and sigh. That is also how I wake up. Getting up would mean having to start the day. I should close my eyes, convince myself to sleep just a little bit longer. I'll just sleep through it all, and once I wake up, things will be over, no matter how they play out. It is indeed the dream. I have to get up. Ordering my body to follow through, I raise myself up. I grab my phone right after waking up. There's a message, and it reads, 4 days until the selection. Only 4 days left. Whoa! I dropped my phone and barely managed to catch it. Another text. No way. Lake. Hosu. My body stiffens and I shudder. Does that mean there's another murder? This is the 3rd time already, but getting used to these brutal, messy scenes is simply not possible. See, I was wondering when more crime scenes would show up because we've only got like 2 in our case file. How are we supposed to narrow down all of these demons? I can't avoid it. I have to go there myself. It feels like my own feet are trying to stop me. Damn it. Isolated and all alone, the constant fear of imminent death in just a few days, coupled with the fact that only one person in this village is telling the truth. It's amazing that my mind hasn't shattered into a million pieces yet. Anyway, I have to move now. I'm still tired with my mind barely functioning. The 5th day has begun. At the counter, the motel owner greets me with a big smile on his face.
이른 아침부터 어딜 또 가시나?
Heading somewhere important so early in the morning. How much does the motel owner know? Maybe he is a spy for the evil entity I encountered. Or maybe he is the entity himself. I don't know what to believe anymore at this point. Just going for a walk.
산책이라.
A walk?
하긴 요 근방의 경치가 괜찮긴
It's
하죠.
nice out there, isn't it?
안개만 없었어도 진짜 철경인데
The
말이지.
less fog there is, the more beautiful it all looks. Yeah, that's right. I put on a weak, forced smile and walk past the motel owner. He smiles back at me, moving his head and looking right at me until the very last second. Totally not creepy. Alright, we're at the crime scene, 7:41 a.m. I arrive at the lake. The fog is so thick I can barely make out the ground beneath my feet. I sigh and start looking around for the site of a murder somewhere. I walk around for a good 5 minutes, give or take. Ew. The sudden smell of blood stops me in my tracks. I should get used to this, but the mere thought of it tests my resolve. It's a feeling different from simple fear. It's more akin to rejection. To be a witness to someone's death is something one can never actually get used to. My right leg is almost paralyzed from the fear. I give it a hard slap, let the pain revitalize me, and move on. I can do this. I take slow and careful steps and make my way towards the smell. And there it is. Oh, he did not have a pleasant death. This is the site of the third murder. Once alive, the body is now lifeless and solid white. Oh, never to move again. A wound, which is the cause of death. Yes, blood that stains the surroundings, and weird traces all around it. I try to shake my dark feelings with a small sigh. Compassion won't bring back the dead now. I need to focus on finding the information I need. Alright, investigation time. Alright, well, where do we start? I take a deep breath to focus, then take out my phone and start the camera app. I should take a picture, providing a general overview of the location first. The cell phone camera flashes, the picture shows the whole lake. Okay, time to look around. Look for clues. Alright, well obviously, this doll. There's a doll on the boat. It's a really creepy looking doll. Why does it have to be a doll out of all things? And, most importantly, what's it doing here? I take a closer look at the doll and finish recording my findings. Alright, this. Occult summoning symbols are drawn on the flag. I guess this summoning stuff works even on a smaller scale. I'm analysing this without knowing much about it. I shake my head at the realisation. I record the summoning symbols and step back. Alright, the body. Seeing the butchered body makes me feel sick. Never before in my career have I witnessed anything this barbaric and cruel. I focus and look at the body again. Something has pierced the body. What kind of savagery is this? Bits and pieces of chunky flesh still hang from the weapon that was used. Ew. And the red blood flowing from the wound covers the ground. I observe the body and record my findings. Okay. Alright, what else can we look at? We got a box. Some paper. I guess that's the brown paper bag. And something on two things on the boat. Oh, is that a photo? Oh, we can't look at it. Oh, there's another book. There's things everywhere. Alright, let's try this. There's a pile of books and envelopes. I rummage through them. Unfortunately, I can't find anything. Okay, well, that sucks. How about this one? Somewhat concerned, I open the book and check its contents. Is that a last will? It appears to be a note. The way it's written clearly conveys a sense of utter madness and fear. Fear. That's the key word that sticks out. I make sure to write it down and record it as evidence. Oh, which was that one again? I don't remember which one was the fear. Alright, should I keep looking around? Of course. There is a long, large stone of sorts. What's up with that? A bench? A chair? Or something like an altar? I search around the stone, but nothing particularly useful catches my eye. I get back up. There's a loose piece of paper. There's something on it. A ship manifest. Dates and times related to the vessel. Nope, I doubt that this can be used as evidence. It was clearly written a long time ago, so chances are it won't be helpful. I clap my hands to dust them off and stand up. Okay, so I guess just the boat? What's this? Oh my, there's a whiteboard with strange characters written on it. Samont. I get a strange feeling of hate towards myself for possessing such knowledge. I copy what's on the whiteboard, writing it down. Alright, should I keep looking around? Aw, I wanted to check the final book. Okay, case information updated. I make sure that all the pictures are properly saved. After another quick look around, I walk away from the lake with hasty steps. Leaving the place where a person died makes me feel weak and hopeless. What's extremely painful is the thought that one of the women I'm meeting with is the culprit responsible for the heinous deed. But one of them is definitely an innocent human. I have to find out who and build up trust with her. Let me think about this. I think about who could be the human while slowly walking away. Okay. Well, let's go to the case clues. Third case. Fear. A monster of fear. So the succubus, that's right. So we're looking like this one's probably the succubus then? Contents. My master, I leave my flesh as well as my soul to you and consider myself your lamb. I have served you for years, aware that you'd show me the truth I seek, and past horrors have turned into joy. Tomorrow I shall become one with you in both flesh and spirit, serving you until the end of eternity itself. Self-delusion to mask fear of death. Okay, so I'm feeling like this one is Nari. But this one's also fear and Samont. Oh no, they're the same. Well, this is terrible. Do we know who commits animal sacrifices? Don't look like we have that information yet. All right, well. This throws a wrench into the case, doesn't it? Either of these could be the succubus. This one probably not the succubus. All right. All right, we have to see someone. Who are we dating today? The succubus? Sure, why not? Okay, I should go see her. I arrive at the forest. The fog still hangs in the air, making it really eerie and unpleasant. I can't really understand why Nari chooses to come here regularly. Then again, it's not like there's any nicer alternative around here. I walk through the woods for a while and manage to find Nari. I pass a couple of trees and then see one that looks familiar. Its roots are strangely twisted compared to the other trees, making it quite memorable. Nari sits on a rock next to the tree, writing something in her notebook. Her pen stops moving. She looks around and appears to be deep in thought, then continues writing. She looks so immersed in what she's doing that I don't want to disturb her. Instead, I just stand there and watch. Though I'm doing my best to keep my distance, Nari spots me.
미안.
I'm sorry?
훔쳐보는 거 방해해서.
I didn't mean to interfere with your secretive peeping. Oh no, we've been busted. Huh? There's nothing to be sorry about. Hey, wait, no, it's not like that.
농담이야.
Relax, I'm joking. I had already noticed this previously, but I just can't get used to her weird sense of humor. I sit down near her, already nervously sweating again from her joke. I'm only noticing it now, but Nari's notebook is gone. She must have put it away during the confusion her joke caused.
우리 준성이 당황하니까 얼굴이 새빨개지네.
Your face is a little red, Junsung. Are you embarrassed? No, I'm not. It's just my blood pressure or something. I want to stay serious, but I have to chuckle. Nari and I both giggle a little and look at each other.
간식 먹을래?
Would you like a snack? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, that sounds good. What do you have? She's sitting on a rock. There's a rock. There was a rock at the lake. It's got to be her. Nari takes something from her bag and hands it to me. Why is it poorly shaped like a dog? The snacks that Nari hands me are animal-shaped cookies. I take a big bite out of one of the cookies. This is actually quite delicious. It's a perfect blend of butter and sugar that melts in my mouth, and it tastes a lot more luxurious than the sweets from convenience stores. These cookies are awesome. Wow, this is awesome. It looks and tastes like something lovingly homemade.
내가 만들었어.
That's nice to hear. I made those actually. Really? These are fantastic. Are you a baker?
그냥 취미야.
It's just a hobby of mine. Wow, that's amazing. I bet people love it when you make things like this for them.
그래?
You think so?
남동생이 이 과자 좋아해서 자주 만들었거든.
My younger brother likes this snack a lot, so I make it often.
그러다 보니
Well... Nutty suddenly turns quiet. This sudden shift towards a much darker mood feels really bad. Maybe I should change the subject. Well,
준성이 넌 하는 일은 잘 돼가?
Junsung, how is your work going?
살인사건 취재할 거라며 범인은 찾은 거야?
You talked about covering the murder case. Did you find the killer yet? Oh yeah, that one. Come to think of it, that's the story I told Nutty. For a moment, I'm confused at having to remember my own lie. Well, not yet.
아직까진?
No progress so far. It's not that easy. The whole case itself is kind of unique.
일반적인 살인사건이 아니란 거네.
You're saying it's not a normal murder case? Well, I have reason to believe it's religiously motivated. You know, the type of crime only fanatics could commit.
뉴스 트레이스에서도 그런 거 몇 번 나왔지.
I've seen stuff like that on News Trace a couple of times. Yes, exactly. Like that notorious case in Shincheon.
정말 천상 언론인이네.
Your passion for journalism is really incredible. Oh, well, yeah. As far back as I can remember, this job has always been my dream.
꿈?
Your dream? Did I make it sound too cliché, maybe?
무슨 일이라도 있었던 거야?
Did something particular happen to spark that dream? What's all this about suddenly? Well, I pause and think for a moment. I'm reluctant to share something so deeply personal with someone I've only met recently. For some reason, I really want to tell her more and confide in her. Should we tell her or should we change the topic? We know she's the succubus. There's no way she isn't. Let's change the topic. That's the story.
어?
Why? Back in elementary school, there was a classmate that I was friends with who got bullied. Despite wanting to tell a different story, I'm already telling her everything before even realizing it. Why did you give me a choice then, if it didn't matter? Had a conversation about the past with Nutty. We got a achievement. I always felt like I had to protect him, but I was powerless and couldn't do anything. I think it's one of the reasons why I didn't trust adults.
그래서
I see. I wanted to be in a position where I could really help people who are having a hard time on their own. I want to be able to help others. What a childish, vague dream that is, huh? I've been committed to my dream ever since. And hey, look at me. Came this far already. I get a little embarrassed and scratch my head. I didn't expect myself to tell this story to a stranger. Nutty quietly stares at me. I wonder what the matter is. I can sense a faint sadness behind her eyes. For a while, we both don't say anything.
그래서 이번 사건에선 뭐 찾아낸 건 있어?
So, did you find anything out yet in regards to your case? A little, yeah, but all I can do is guess. I start talking about my investigation and what I've found so far. Only to an appropriate degree, of course. For obvious reasons, I choose to leave out demons, monsters, and satanic rituals. Nutty quietly listens to everything I have to say. Sometimes, she asks for confirmation on something, but she never interrupts me. The way she carries herself automatically makes me more talkative than usual. I'm so engaged and immersed in this conversation that I barely notice I'm the one doing most of the talking. I look at Nutty, who had simply stopped talking at some point. She's sleeping. Nutty is asleep. I hadn't even noticed. Bro is so boring that she fell asleep. I don't quite know how to react. Just moments ago she was talking to me. Now she's fast asleep all of a sudden. Nari? Maybe she was tired and exhausted from the start. Maybe me having told her about the murder case previously caused her to have trouble sleeping. She didn't seem bothered by it when I told her, but maybe that was an act. Being alone at night may have been too much for her. I get the feeling that talking about the murder case like that may have been a rash and reckless decision. I would feel bad waking her up now. Instead, I just sit still and watch her peacefully sleep. She has a kind, beautiful face and looks young despite being older than me, even without any makeup on. She's actually really cute despite being a mature woman already. That's a bit of a loaded statement. Plenty of people are into that. Not only does she have a beautiful face, but also an equally attractive body. Forgive me. Catching myself staring, I am overcome with deep shame and quickly avert my gaze. I mean, you should. You have just been incredibly weirdly judgmental there. Staring at someone who's sleeping is despicable behavior. I look off into the distance. Nothing could ever make me like this fog-covered, cold place. I do, however, appreciate the peace and quiet prevalent in a winter forest like this. The only thing I hear is Nadi's calm breathing. Sitting here, I'm starting to think that all of this, everything I'm going through, feels like a strange dream. The only thing I hear is Nadi's calm breathing. It's making me feel tired as well. I fend off the drowsiness by rubbing my half-closed eyes. Just being close to her really puts me at ease and rids me of all the tension and anxiousness. Sitting here puts me at risk of falling asleep as well, so maybe I should go for a little walk. With that thought in mind, I stand up. Time for a stroll. Ah yes, much better. Walking around makes me feel awake again. Nadi's tiredness is really contagious. I'm actually a little envious of her. I wish I could just shut out the cruel world around me and peacefully fall asleep on the spot. That is the actual dream, yes. Anyway, I should probably head back to Nadi now. Huh? I freeze upon suddenly hearing footsteps off in the distance. Someone's over there. Crap! They're coming right towards me. I run to a tall tree that's nearby and hide. The villagers walking this way stop and start talking about something. I can't really hear them well. I need to get closer, but then they could hear me as well. They don't seem to have noticed anything yet. I could try moving closer, I think. What should I do? Alright. Hide further away, move closer. You know what? Let's risk it. Let's risk it all and move closer. I want to make sure I hear what they're talking about. I carefully approach them with cautious steps. I stay low and make sure to listen closely. Damn, I'm really tired. How come? Not like your lazy ass does anything. Very funny. I don't know what's wrong. It's like simply staying in this place is exhausting. You've got it easy. There are harder jobs around here, like managing the motel. The motel, huh? I have to say, I don't like the current owner. What's wrong with you? What if someone hears you? Come on. I don't know anyone that likes him. I know you understand what I mean. Oh, the coding messed up. Color BD. Enough. Keep your voice down. Are you stupid? Didn't you hear the rumors? How supposedly he was sent by Satan himself. Satan? Are you serious? Yes. He got sent here for the resurrection ritual. No way. What is someone like that doing working at a motel? Who told you that anyway? Huh? My neighbor, Taysik, told me. What the hell, man? Taysik, of all people? Seriously? Get your facts straight. You really think Satan's representative here is a fat slob working at a motel? Whatever. I'm just telling you to watch what you say. Come on, let's move. The two men walk away. That was a thrilling conversation. All I wanted was some fresh air, but I've ended up hearing an unsettling theory. Anyway, I have to get back. Okay, so the motel owner definitely works for Satan. Back at the tree, Nari is still asleep. I decide to sit down next to her and just wait a while. About 5 minutes pass. At long last, Nari opens her eyes. I look at her, acting like everything's perfectly fine. Huh? I assume she now realizes that she had fallen asleep as her face suddenly becomes flush red. She looks embarrassed and even a little angry, a surprisingly intense emotion for someone like Nari. Is falling asleep really that big of a deal for her? Oh my.
미안. 잠깐 잠들었네.
I'm sorry, I must have fallen asleep there for a second. Were you that tired? Huh?
조금 잠을 못 자서.
Oh, yes, I couldn't sleep, but yeah. Nadi's response is a little jumbled. She must have been really exhausted to fall asleep like that. I stand up. I'm heading back to the motel now. Let me walk you there.
아니, 괜찮아.
Thank you, but it's fine. I can tell you must be really tired. You should get some good rest at the motel.
그래, 그러자.
Okay, you're right. The mood somehow changes. I start walking a little ahead of Nari and none of us say anything. All the way to the motel, Nari quietly accompanies me. We arrive in front of Nadi's room. I step back a little so there's enough space for her to move past me, raising up my arms in an exaggerated manner and guiding her through the door. That's not usually my style, but this time I just felt like doing it.
매너 좋네.
What a gentleman you are. Not according to my exes. Ha 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 ha, got him.
고마워. 바래다줘서.
Thank you for walking me here.
취재 조심해.
And be careful while working on your coverage. Of course. Get some good rest. After watching Nari enter her room, I stay outside in the hallway for a while to think about everything. I'm quickly getting to know her better. The personal bond between us is growing stronger. If things keep moving at this pace, I shouldn't have any trouble convincing Nari to accompany me once it's time to escape. Provided she's human, of course. She's not. I'm telling you, bro, she's not. A strange sense of anxiety lingers in the back of my head, but maybe it's just because I'm not used to things actually going well around here. I'm satisfied with how everything turned out with Nari today. Time to head to my next destination. Okay, so what happened in this episode? We visited the crime scene. We found potentially another succubus crime scene. 2 of them could be the succubus at the moment. We need more information. And then we visited the succubus herself and overheard the 2 guys talking about the motel owner who's working for Satan. Like, we kind of already figured that out. But anyway, I don't know, who are we thinking so far is the human? My money's on the shaman at the moment. But we still really need to talk to more of them. Just, she feels the least suspicious. So far. Anyway, let me know in the comments below and come back next week. We'll talk to another of these lovely ladies and find out how they want to kill us. I'll see you guys then. See ya.